See, the example two is finding the what we call the IQR, or the interquartile range. Now, that range word should be familiar, so at some point you're going to be subtracting the larger number minus the smaller number, and then we're going to describe the variability, how much it changes. How much does it vary by?
How can Anne determine the variability in her science quiz scores?
All right, so we can see that these are all her quiz scores: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 quiz scores. And these are her actual scores. So this is not a range.
The dot plot shows the distribution of Anne's health quiz scores. How can the IQR describe her scores?
Let's try it. Guess I missed something on the previous slide. Let's go back to that. Example 2.
The dot plot shows Anne's science quiz scores. How can Anne determine the variability in her science quiz scores?
Well, I guess that's all they give us. So one thing that we can do is this interquartile range idea. Is first we're going to find all of the quartiles, and we talked a little bit about that. So we're going to use that idea, and then we're going to subtract Q3 minus Q1. So that'll kind of look like this. Here are her quiz scores, so I'm going to put them in order from least to greatest. So we have 78, 79, 79, 79. Sorry, there were 3 79s, and then she had an 80. She had an 81. She had 2 82s. And she had an 84. All right, so to find the interquartile range, like I said, we need Q3 and Q1. So just as a review here, to find the median of these numbers, we take the first and the last off, the second and the second to last, the third and the third from last, and then the fourth and the fourth from last. So our median, or Q2, is 80. And then, I'll switch colors, we're going to find the median of the lower half of the data, and that's going to be Q1. Right, so same idea, first and last. Now the median of the 2 middle scores is 79. So Q1 is 79. And then we'll do the same thing and find the median of the upper half of the data. And same idea, first and last, 2 middle numbers, the median of 82 and 82 is 83. So Q3, I'm sorry, it's 82. So Q3 is 82. The interquartile range, the IQR, as they say up here, is you take Q3 and you subtract Q1, and that'll give you what we call the IQR. So Q3 is 82, and Q1 is 79. So that gives us an IQR of 3, right? So that kind of gives you a sense of the variability in her scores. So her quiz scores, as it turns out, did not change very much, is what that tells us. All right, so the IQR is 3. Now we have a different set of data for us to try. Let's see, let's clear this. Same idea. Instead of writing the numbers out this time, which does make it easy, I'm going to do a little bit of shortcut here. I'm going to go grab my pen. I'm going to go get rid of the 84 and the 94. Get rid of the 86 and the 92. And now I have this 92 and that 88. So Q2 is 90. And then I have three pieces of data below. So Q1 is 86, right? The middle piece of data, the median of the lower half of the data, and the median of the higher half of the data, or the upper half. I'll take this 92 and that 94, and that gives me a Q3 of 92. So in this set of test scores for Anne, we have an IQR of 92 minus 82 for an IQR of 10. So again, that kind of gives us a sense that her scores on her health quizzes varied by more than her scores on the science quizzes from last time. And so the IQR, step one, find the quartiles, the third quartile and the first quartile. To do that, you need the medians, and then subtract Q3 minus Q1, and you'll find the IQR. All right, I will put the questions here that we would like you to answer for this section. All right, so on pages 501 and 502, we have questions 13, 14, 15, 17, and then 20, part B. If you recall from example 1, we did question number 20, part A. So this is the second part of question 20. Any questions, make sure you raise your hand, and we'll be glad to help.